to the You Don't Know Me Yet podcast network.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Two Gems and a Mic. I got my girl Tanisha, the Diva Mahomes, and I'm Linda LD Dorsey. What's up, Tanisha?
Hey man, let's get it. It's so much going on. I know you happy because you love Yankees. Go on. I'm gonna let you jump right on in.
I'm
I
gonna go
know you
ahead.
happy.
I am
I know
happy.
you happy.
So it's a lot going on. NBA started last night, but we're not covering all that. We'll get to that in our next episode to see where everybody's sitting. I did hear something though today about LeBron has announced that he is retiring. This
I
will be
know
his last
because
season.
I thought that he wanted to play 1 year with his son.
He did, but that ain't promised. So we'll see what what comes out of that. But
But
tonight for the show, go ahead.
No, but why? Why now? I mean, that's
I
pretty much what everybody's been waiting for is Bronny to get to the league so him and his daddy can play.
was ain't no guarantee that he'll play with them. So
Well, all right.
that's the thing. He may
That is
be
what it
G
is,
League
but
or
I
whatever.
saw it too. I saw it.
Okay, so we're gonna hit off with Major League Baseball Conference Series. We're gonna cover Week 6 recaps, and we're gonna do our Week 7 predictions. And we got a little hot news, some hot topics for you that we're gonna close it out with. So let's jump in. Right, you talking about my Yankees? Yes, my Yankees are there. So we got the Astros versus the Yankees in the American League Championship Series.
I'm on Astros.
Okay, I'm going with the Yankees.
Astros.
Yeah, my Yankees had me a little nervous. We've struggled with the Astros throughout the year, but I think, like you said, or we were talking about earlier, the Astros have been here how many years?
Way too many. I can't remember the amount, but
they're playing in their 6th straight ALCS, and the Yankees are returning to the ALCS for the first time since 2019.
Yeah.
So
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. The Astros winning this.
Okay.
I know how you feel about your little Yankees and Judge. I know, but this is where it stops.
Yeah,
and I got 5 on it.
Yeah, okay. I'll take it 5. I'm not gonna go against the Yankees.
You want
I'm not an
Astros.
5. Yeah, I'm not an Astros fan. I'm not going against the Yankees. If the Yankees can keep it, keep the bats going, that's a good thing. We did suffer an injury the other night, so we'll see how that.
Don't start that.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just passing on the news. Anybody could suffer an injury, but not Torres Hicks. His season was ended. Our outfielder, his season was ended when they went for a fly ball and ran into each other. I've seen a lot of that throughout the playoffs. Bad communication, but he found out, I believe it was today, or it might have been last night when they took him to the hospital, that he is out for the rest of the season. So,
but it didn't even look like it was crazy because we were actually watching the game when that happened, and I couldn't even see where the injury happened. Like literally, I think when he went down, he just popped his knee on the turf. I think it was a turf injury.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I
couldn't really see. Yeah. I didn't see it, but man,
unfortunate, because if they do make it to the World Series, he wants to participate in that. But it's 6 weeks, so
nobody wants anybody to be hurt.
Yep,
that's not how we do it. No, that's not how we do it here.
All right, the other matchup in the National League Championship Series, we got the Phillies versus the Padres.
Phillies up. Phillies up 1 game.
Philly won last night. So they're up 1-0. And this is a historic, this is kind of historic. So you got the Nola brothers, Aaron Nola and Austin Nola, are about to make history, or they made history last. The two brothers, Aaron, a pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, and Austin, the primary catcher for the San Diego Padres, will face off, and they're facing off tonight in Game 2. So that's pretty cool. Got to be cool for their family.
That's pretty cool. That's got to be awesome. You see it in football a lot where a parent is there to see both, and they trying to figure out what kid they going, whether it's the Kelseys, whether it's Diggs brothers. You see it, but to have them right there on the field together, that's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah,
that really
it is.
That's pretty
cool.
That's
pretty cool. So, well, we'll see what happens. We'll follow this for the next couple of weeks. And
Padres up right now, though. They playing right now. The Padres up.
Yeah,
so they might be tying this series right out the gate. So yeah, that's one to watch.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna jump into our Week 6 NFL recap. Let's start with the Eagles and the Cowboys. What you got?
They told me that if Dak had been there, I believe that Philly would have been in trouble. There was some fight at the end. It started off bad for the Cowboys, but at the end, I could see a little bit of fear and a little bit of a worry in them Phillies' eyes when the Cowboys tried to make a nice little run. Now, mind you, Cooper just ran into his first quote unquote adversity. This is his first loss since he started for the Cowboys. But I think this should kill all the noise about whether or not we want Dak back. Okay, that which is just tomfoolery from the gate. Dak will be back, and if Dak had been there, I believe we'd have beat that team.
I don't believe y'all would have beat them. That defense was just swarming, and I think they would have swarmed over whoever. I'm not hating. I'm just saying the way Philly has been playing, and that defense has been on point. That's what has been keeping Philly in the games because Philly has not been scoring in the second half a lot. And so that's the biggest, yeah, because of the defense.
No, they was tipping balls and they were all over. Dak would have snuffed that. Dak would have snuffed that out, man.
Okay.
Don't you dare do Dak like that. He just.
I'm not talking about Dak. Dak didn't play. I'm talking about the Philly defense.
That's
I'm
exactly
talking about the Philly defense is on point.
Because Dak didn't play.
Okay.
Because Dak didn't play, but Dak has got experience that Cooper
so we back with the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Didn't happen.
Ain't no woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm just simply saying that Dak peeps that.
Okay.
If he's in the game, you like I say, injuries happen.
So Dak ain't never been intercepted.
We name what I'm saying. Come on now.
Okay.
Name what I'm saying.
So
unnecessary
reference.
Unnecessary reference. All right, we're gonna talk about it when Danny Pennis is getting intercepted real soon. We're gonna talk. Okay. We're gonna come back.
We'll talk about when it happened, but I know since right you now. You
hating on my quarterback. We're gonna talk about when. We're gonna talk about
on Dak.
Yeah, you hate.
You the one brought Dak up. I'm talking about the game that just happened. Philly's defense outplayed the Cowboys' offense. Okay. Plain and simple.
Of course, yeah,
that's what happened.
I agree.
I'm
not going to disagree with that.
Okay.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
So the next game we're going to talk about, let's talk about the Giants versus the Ravens since we want to talk about records. We're 5-1 and y'all are 4-2.
I'll take the Ravens. Call me petty.
No.
I'll take the Ravens.
The Ravens lost. What are you talking about? The Ravens lost.
Hold up.
Yeah, right. Get yourself together. The Ravens lost.
I'm so mad and hating. That's when hate take over.
It did.
I'm so mad
and
hating. I'm just taking the Ravens and they already lost. That's how damn mad I'm mad at you for talking about Dak. You get your ass off my quarterback right now. You done got me
I'm not even talking about Dak.
You got me so damn rattled. I'm up here making up shit. No, stop it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
All right.
Yes,
are you focused? Though. Let's focus.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Man. So the Giants pulled another one out. I was surprised. The defense and stuff, they came on. I don't think it's luck. I think the Giants are for real. They're playing good ball. They're not turning the ball over. And their defense is really stepping up. They're stopping people. They got to Lamar, that rookie we got, Thibodeau. He played well. Saquon played injured, but he played well. So the Ravens have had their struggles.
Okay, so here it is. This is what I think. Obviously, Saquon got hurt in that game. He hurt his shoulder, right?
He hurt his shoulder last week
because he was leaning with it. You know what I'm saying?
And he hurt it. He re-injured it. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm thinking the luck is going to run out. Now, mind you, I've been giving you pep talks about the Giants the whole time, saying that hey, y'all need to get used to winning or whatever. But that's not. Y'all got too many injuries. I'm not even saying that y'all not a good team. I'm saying that your team is it has too many injuries to keep up with the amount of success that it has at this point.
Well, we've played. I don't understand that statement because we played with those injuries. That's what we've been winning with, those injuries. So how do you say that
Saquon is really hurt? Okay,
no, he ain't.
Yes, he
finished the game.
But he really hurt. He shouldn't have. He was in the huddle like this with his arm hold.
But he scored a touchdown after that.
I don't care. He's hurt. That's a shot. That's a shot. Now he got to play a whole nother game, and the shot gonna wear off somewhere in the game. Anytime he fall down on that shoulder, trouble. It's gonna be drama.
You really hating, aren't you?
Didn't I just say that I love Saquon? Saquon is my running back on fantasy.
Yeah,
how am I hating?
I mean, so that's one person.
I'm keeping it real. He's hurt.
That's okay. That's one person.
He's been a pivotal part in your wins.
Because we haven't had to put anybody else in there, so we don't know.
Saquon.
But we don't know what anybody else could do. Matt Breida hasn't been playing bad. He's been getting in there running. And the rookie even ran for a touchdown. I'm not saying that he is. And the rookie ran for a touchdown, but look at our schedule. We played. We beat Green Bay. We beat the Ravens. We beat the Titans. So,
y'all gonna play Philly. Y'all gonna play them boys.
We don't play Philly until December.
Y'all gonna play them. Y'all finna take some L's.
And we don't play y'all till the December. I'm talking about what's going on next week.
Okay.
All right, we got the Jets versus the Packers. Oh, you a true hater tonight.
I had the pep talk you, then you talking crap to me. Ain't that something?
Go ahead.
Oh,
the
man.
Jets versus the Packers. What do you think about that game?
What you mean? I think didn't I call it? When y'all was in here, you and Darren was in here telling me that it was basically a pack of lunacy running around in the building. I was the one that said the Jets was gonna beat Green Bay. Everybody looked at me like I was on crack. And the truth is, the Jets beat Green Bay.
Go back and look at the film. Because
I didn't
say that. I said the Jets look good. The Green Bay has not.
Darren was the one that was making it seem like I was from the slow bus.
So Darren ain't here to defend himself, so we ain't gonna go into that. But the Jets have been looking good. The Packers have not. I mean, Aaron Rodgers came out, made some statements about what the Packers have to do. Kind of dumb down. Those weren't his words, but dumb down the offense or whatever, or simplify the offense. The coach was kind of like, I don't know what that means, so I don't know if they're on the same page, but hopefully they'll get on the same page. Before Sunday.
He know what it mean. He mean that them rookies not able to do what they trying to do, and they need to make it more simpler for them to figure out what they doing. He was basically calling them idiots.
Yeah, so
he was throwing them under the bus, like Aaron Rodgers can do. And you can't really say everything that Aaron Rodgers is saying is wrong, because those guys run some terrible routes sometimes. And it's stuff that I've seen over the years where Aaron Rodgers is telling guys, you're supposed to be coming back, you're supposed to be doing, and they look clueless. And so I think it's, but here's this. That's what happened when you let Devontae Adams leave.
Yep.
So you know what I mean. You knew you were going to be dealing with rookies. So don't complain about it now.
All right, I hear you. All right, let's jump on the Bills and the Chiefs.
Well, there's that.
What'd you say? There's that.
There's that.
I wasn't. I'd be honest with you. I was not impressed by either team.
Well,
from an offensive perspective, I think their defenses played pretty decent games, but it just seemed like I guess I was expecting more because the game was so hyped up, and it's kind of a letdown since the last game that they had. So it was like, oh, this been a game we've been talking about since it popped up on the schedule. But I wasn't impressed. I thought Patrick forced the ball. The first interception that he had, the second one, like I said, you got Von Miller coming after you. You got Milano. Matt Milano played a great game, and those guys coming at you, he just didn't see it. So
I wasn't as bad. I wasn't upset with the first interception as bad, because he gave his guy a chance to get the ball, and the dude ripped the ball from him. I mean, he hit him in his hand, he ripped it from him. So the first one I wasn't as upset about, but that second one, you know what I mean, when you're rushing, you're trying to make a play, you get under duress and stuff like that. I would have liked to see him throw the ball away. He wishes he had that back. But there were other things that I saw. There was a couple of times when I wish he had ran. He could have ran for like close to a first down and maybe forced it, whether they could have went for a 4th and 2 or something like that to keep it going. But I will tell you what I did take away from that game. I thought the Bills were a team that was a lot better, or much better than where I thought the Chiefs were at the time. And what I took away from that game is the Chiefs can play with them. They had missing pieces all over. They basically had a whole freaking bunch of newbies out there, against trying to match up with them. Now granted, the Bills had missing pieces as well, but the Chief was extremely injury riddled in that game, and I thought that the Chiefs really should have won the game. So that told me a lot that it's going to be a battle. The Bills aren't what I thought they were. And I think it's gonna go down the wire. And I think it won't just be a couple of losses. I mean, there's a lot of teams. I think the Chargers have a chance of beating the Bills, just like I think the Chargers have a chance to winning the Chiefs. So this thing is gonna be interesting going down the pipe. But yeah, what I took away from it is that the Chiefs have a better chance of coming out of that than I thought. I really wasn't super impressed by the Bills.
Do you think it's arrogance? Because we heard a lot of chatter about what was said on the field after the game and all that. Do you think it's arrogance on both teams, they just looking past everybody. And I mean, that's some motivation for other teams, right? To come in and mess up your stuff because everybody's like, oh, we'll see you again. We coming for the AFC Championship. You gonna come to our house or we're coming to your house. You just dismissed everybody else in the AFC.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of arrogance there because when you think about it, the Bills could have lost to Miami, the Ravens, and the Chiefs, and the Chiefs could have lost to the Chargers and Oakland. So it's tight. As we say, it's tighter than that booty out there. And I'm not gonna kid you. The arrogance there that you think you're gonna walk in there and just win. I think there's gonna be a lot of games that we see where it's not gonna go the way we thought it was gonna go because it's tighter in that division than we thought it really was. It's a
the
lot
only
of
team
arrogance.
that I take out of that division that I just can't even take seriously at this time is Denver, but we're gonna talk about them coming up.
Lord have mercy.
Let's take a quick break, and we're gonna come back after the break and do our week 7 predictions and close out with some rumors and some hot topics. Be right back.
Absolutely.
Welcome back, everybody. Tanisha, you got yourself together because I think I threw you off a little bit with the Cowboy stuff. So we focus now.
Yeah, we focus that. You know
Okay.
what?
All
You
right. We're
got
gonna go
me.
ahead.
I own it. I own it. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, you built hate up in me that I wasn't used to. You turned me into a
Okay.
natural born hater. Yeah,
All
you
right.
did. You
All
did.
right. So we're gonna talk
You
about
got that.
let's talk about week 7. We got the Chiefs and the 49ers. I mean, everybody was like I'm seeing things where people are saying, oh, the Chiefs got the 49ers, so we're good, we'll recover.
Mm-mm.
I'm one, and a lot of it is Chiefs fans that I'm listening to. I see on social media and stuff like that. Because Chiefs Kingdom just falls apart if they lose a game. It's like, oh my God, you cannot lose a game. So it's like they're really hard on themselves, but
And I'll
then they
never
move on,
understand
just
it.
then they move on to like the 49ers ain't no good.
No,
And
that's not true.
yeah,
Brandon Ayuk, Debo, both out there harassing folks. Kittle. No, that's not a true story. And Garoppolo is the best quarterback for that team right now.
yeah.
I think it would have been growing pains, and I said that before. Garoppolo puts them in the best position to win. And like I said, I don't know who told the Chiefs Kingdom that it's an easy game because it's not. They lied.
Yeah, you can't overlook anybody. This is the NFL, so we'll see what's going on with that one. So who you calling in that one, Chiefs or the 49ers?
I'm calling the Chiefs
Okay,
because
I'm
I
gonna go
can't
with you.
see, and it's just based off the fact I can't see the Chiefs losing twice, and I also can't see Lil Pat having that many turnovers back to back. And I think as long as he can keep the ball and he doesn't have turnovers like that, the Chiefs will win that game. It'll be slow, it'll be ugly as usual, but I think it's a win.
Why
And
you
like
think
you
it'll be a
said,
slow, ugly game? You don't think they'll come out hot?
no,
Hmm.
it's gonna be slow and ugly because that's the way the season is set to be, slow and ugly. If they wanted to be hot, they'd have kept Tyreek. It's gonna be slow and ugly. But I am liking it looks like the confidence that some of these young wide receivers are starting to show with the Chiefs. Like I said, Garoppolo's playing with the same guys. Ayuk and Debo. So like I said, you can't wash that on the rug.
Yeah, I don't.
You got the ball.
Yeah, I don't dismiss the 49ers on this because they lost to Atlanta last week, and that probably wasn't a whooping that they expected to take, but they lost to Atlanta.
Nope.
So this will be back-to-back weeks for them losing, and they're at home. So I expect a good game. I hope for a good game
I
at
really
least.
do.
But I'm gonna lean towards the Chiefs too, because we got Petty Mahomes. I call him that. So
You doggone right. That's what
yeah.
this is. I love it. Petty Mahomes.
Yeah.
He gonna be in his feelings. So yeah, I love it.
All
Yep.
right. Then we got the Ravens versus the Brown. Both, suffered losses. I just think I don't know what's going on. I know you have your ideas about what's going on with Lamar, but I know Lamar don't like losing. So the Browns, to me, just they need something. And what's his name? Brissett.
Mm-hmm.
He's not it. I mean, what do you think?
I think that Lamar is probably just in a bad place. I mean, you start the season off jacked up. You should have paid the man. You didn't pay the man. He came out. He was doing great things, but he's now got to play in a way that is protecting himself, which doesn't give us the full-fledged Lamar that we know we could be getting. There's been times when they've down on the 5, and I know Lamar, old Lamar. Lamar would run that ball in, but Lamar can't take those chances, and it's the Ravens that put him in this position because they was too busy signing Harbaugh, and they should have been signing their quarterback.
I
And
agree.
yeah, and I think that's where you are now. This man is making what we like to call business decisions, and I don't blame him because whether he's on the Ravens next year or he's on the Cardinals or he's on the not the Cardinals, he's on Carolina or he's on whoever's team, he knows that he needs to stay healthy, and being healthy is his best availability. So I don't blame Lamar. I hate to say it. I hate to say that he's being careful, but that's exactly what I get from it. He's not willing to take the chances that he would normally be able to take if he knew he had a contract in place.
Yeah, and the Browns, I mean, their running game is good. I'm just not seeing too much from them. Jacoby
Chubb.
Brissett making just some decisions, the last 2 weeks, just not good decisions. They don't look like they're in sync, like they have been in the past. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one also.
And I also think the Browns need a true two. I mean, you got Amari on one side, but then you got like Donnie Peoples Jones. I mean, they need some more pieces too. I believe. And I think that with the way that the Ravens have been playing, I look for Lamar to bounce back, and it just the Browns look like they about to be a victim.
Yep, I
They
think
really
so
do.
too. The
Yeah.
Saints and the Cardinals. I mean, I picked this game. We picked this game. It's just one of those weird games, right? So both teams need a win. So it's just like it's like what's his name? Mike. He ain't been there. Mike Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, are
Jarvis
you
Landry
gonna
was
play?
out.
Jarvis Landry is out.
Yeah,
Olave is out. It's
they had nothing last. I mean, it was Thomas, Olave, and Landry was out. Now, granted, James is back this week, but he's still playing with, I don't want to say backups, but second tier guys. If his main guys don't, if Landry, Olave, and Thomas aren't available, he's in a tough position. He's in a
and I
tough
haven't
slot.
seen I haven't seen much from Kamara this year. I'm like, where's that at?
I'm not sure
So
what's going on with Alvin. I really can't figure that out because a couple years ago he was tearing the league up, and
yeah.
it's like all of a sudden he forgot how to run.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if it's coaching. I mean, they've got a brand. The guy's been there for years, but it's a new head coach. So what's going on with the
could
schemes. I
be.
see more. I see Taysom Hill running more than I see anybody else running, and it's just like
Trick,
people are catching on to that, or they have caught on to it. So
trick play. I mean,
they're looking for it.
soon as Taysom get in the game, he's got something. It's either trick play or he running the ball.
Yeah.
Rarely does, I mean, you know something. So yeah, but I think that is gonna be, I was big on Jameis. He's my quarterback, my fantasy quarterback. He's killed my whole league because I thought he was gonna go out there and tear it up with that group of guys with Callaway, Olave,
Well, they don't even throw it to
Thomas.
Callaway.
I think they got a grudge against Callaway.
Yeah, I
They
don't know what
treat
that is.
Callaway like a redhead stepchild out there.
Yeah,
There was nobody to throw the ball to, and Callaway still wasn't getting the ball. I'm like,
right.
what's going on?
Yeah.
If I'm Callaway, I'm asking for a doggone trade, man. I don't have to take that.
Well, the
Hell,
Cardinals, I mean,
I'm a preseason stud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
If
been
I'm
there for 2
Callaway,
years, and they just haven't gotten him the ball, and I don't know what it is, and maybe
yeah.
it's in-game stuff that he can't. We saying preseason depends on who you playing against, but I don't know if I don't even know who to pick in this game because the Cardinals. I know D-Hop is back, but I just haven't been impressed by I haven't been impressed by Kyler Murray.
I'm picking the Cardinals because they're getting everybody's starting to come back for them. James, the Saints are losing everybody, and the Cardinals are getting people back. I mean, they got everybody from George to Benjamin. Of course, Connor's out, but you got DeAndre coming back. Rondell's back. I mean, that should be they should be now at the point where they can save Cliff Kingsbury's career. Because
Yeah,
if
because
they, yeah,
he's got to
because
be
he's
under
not looking
fire.
good. Yeah, it's not
No.
looking good. He probably walk in the office and he like this when he get in there. He don't even want to be seen on camera. It's rough out there.
Yeah.
It's
All
looking
right. Well,
bad.
I'm going with the Saints on this one. You say you got the Cardinals.
Oh yeah, I'll take the Cardinals. We'll we'll,
Okay.
we'll, we'll be even.
All right. I got the Falcons and the Bengals.
Okay, because Cordell is gone, Patterson is out on our. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I
Okay.
love what Cordell was doing. And
But
it's
he didn't play
unfortunate.
last week and they beat the 49ers.
Yeah, but still, they ain't playing the Bengals. It's
The Bengals have impressed you
The-
more than the 49ers?
Well, they got what they need to impress me. It's just a matter when it come together. They got Jamar Chase, they got Tyler Boyd, they got Hayden Hurst. They got enough pieces to impress me. It's just a matter when it clicks.
That's a coming home party for Hayden Hurst, so we'll see what goes on there. But I'm gonna
And
go with
and
the
the
Falcons on this
49
one.
and also Atlanta's not gonna bring what the 49ers can bring. It's the Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
going
know
with
what's
the
going on
49ers.
with
I'm a
Burrow though
Marcus.
right now.
Yeah, I'm a Marcus Mariota fan, so I'm gonna see what he can do if he can still pull some magic. Because 2 weeks ago I think they would have beat Tampa, except for that roughing the passer call. So
Oh yeah,
their record could be different. They got
you know
robbed of an opportunity. Like I
absolutely.
said, could
Stevie
have.
Wonder could see that.
Yeah,
That
we
was
didn't know
set
what was
up.
going. All right, so you got you got the Bengals. I got the Falcons. All right, we're going to your
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys versus the Lions.
What you mean? That's rough. That is rough. Because that's a heck of a game for Dak to come back to. Because I've been telling you all year what Detroit is actually a really good team that's coming up a little bit short. I think they get back Swift. Um, it's
And St. Brown.
Saint Brown.
I think St. Brown
Saint Brown.
back too. Yeah.
That's trouble. That is trouble. I I know Dak want to win. I'm not sure Dak is quite ready to come back. If I was being 100 and they weren't my Cowboys because I bleed blue, I'm going with my Cowboys, but I think it's a 50-50 game.
I'm gonna go with the
Straight up.
Cowboys also. I mean, but one thing that they did talk about in the Philly game, they were saying like with Micah Parsons, don't block him. Just know where he's going. And that played very well for Hurts and them in the first half. They got something in the second half. But if the team has been paying attention to it, of course they're watching film. But I'm still gonna go with the Cowboys. Dak
hmm
coming back, if I think he's healthy enough. They keep showing him throwing and everything. So,
And he can do with his legs too.
yeah.
Dak can't pick up some yardage with his legs. He,
Oh
he
yeah.
looks like he looks like he's in amazing shape. He hadn't, you know, he
And he's
clearly
ready to
been
go.
working out. And
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
he's
think
ready to
he's
go. He's
ready
pumped.
to step back in as the leader that he is. And I've heard that he's like one of the most amazing leaders. When he walks in the locker room, it's like they know, it's right now. It's
Yep.
time to get ready.
All right. So we're gonna hit our closing news, rumors, hot topics. So we got Tua to start against Pitt. What you think? You
I
think he's
mean,
ready?
yeah, he probably was ready last week. I mean, they kept him out because of the concussion. But my thing is, from a person who's had a pretty catastrophic injury, sometimes it's in the back of your head. And I think the fact that Tools had his clock clean the clock clean 2 weeks in a row, I think he will play a little bit timid at first. That first hit might shake him up. That's more what I'm worried about. Now, if he goes out there and it's just another day at work, I think they're right back on it. They're right
Yep.
back on it. But if
I
he's
agree.
one of those people that in the back of his mind, he's like, I'm like a concussion away from having CTEs, and it's in the back of his head. I mean, it could change the way he plays from here on out. This
Yeah.
guy's been through a lot.
Yeah. I agree. I agree 100%. I just pray for the best for him and everybody as they go out on Sundays. The Pitt quarterback, he's in concussion protocol, so I'm not sure if he's going to be playing. It may
Well,
be Mitch Trubisky.
Tomlin said if he gets he's expected to play, and if he's cleared, he will play. There
He'll
is
be
no
the
if
starter.
and buts. Yeah, there's no if and buts. Trubisky is the backup, so
Okay.
I'm
Is
thinking he'll be
OBJ
there.
is OBJ signing somewhere soon?
Ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Some people say they might have seen him up there in KC. I don't know.
They done had, if you go to Twitter, they done had OBJ signings
know.
everywhere because he's gone on a world tour. So
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't
It was a
blame
lot
him.
of speculation after Travis Kelce restructured his contract that they're trying to get him. I don't know where he's gonna go. He won't be back until mid-November, in playing shape until mid-November. But the same thing happened with him last year, and he showed up and showed out in LA. So we'll see.
Too much stock in the fact that Kelsey did that. I think it was more about them just getting ready in case you
They
don't
need
have
something.
in
Yeah.
case they need something. Obviously the minute that Kelsey restructure, they're going to get him. He's going to be Kareem Hunter. It's going to be Kelsey. But I
Yeah.
think it's more so about the Chiefs just being prepared in case they need to go get somebody because they are injury. They have a lot of injuries right now, and they may need to pick somebody up. So I think they're just being more proactive than anything
Yep. So
with that restructure.
the craziness, right, on the sidelines with Carolina and Robbie Anderson, getting in the offensive coordinator's face and this, that, the other, Steve Wilkes, sending them back to the locker room next day, boom, Arizona. I think Robbie Anderson is happy.
Yeah, he's happy, and I don't blame him. If I'm on the other side of Hopkins, I'm happy too.
Yeah,
I know
because
my numbers just went up with that speed that he has. My numbers just went up, and it's no joke.
well, you are on a third string quarterback. Your coach has been fired. You got this new coach in. Y'all ain't looking good. Yeah, I might want that. He's been going through that for the last couple of years, and I think Robbie Anderson. I think he's a decent, wide receiver. Put him in the right, scheme. He can do some things for a team. So it's just a way to, now that's the way to get traded, right? Have a temper tantrum. They want you out. You're going to get rid of you. So let's talk about the Broncos. We got to talk about Russ, we got to talk about the coach. What is going on there?
I have no idea. I know they say quarterbacks fall off. I don't think that's it with Russ. I think he's playing hurt. I think he's not willing to sit down. He probably should. We've seen it before with Jameis. We've seen it with Mark Mariota. We've seen it with other quarterbacks when they're playing hurt, and they shouldn't be playing. I think there's an injury, and then that coach I think is in over his head.
Oh yeah, I think it's coaching because the first half Russ was throwing the ball, he looked comfortable, he was moving, and then the second half is like they run, and you're not running down anybody's throat. So I just didn't understand that whole strategy of the game. Russ, they say he got hurt in the fourth quarter. I don't know what was. They just look out of sorts, and it was like, oh my God, I wanted to poke my eyes out because I'm like, we're going to watch another Denver Broncos overtime game. It was the craziest thing.
Dude,
It's just
he came out scoring, and then it was just like, what?
yeah.
What's
It
going
was
on?
it was bananas.
I don't want to see another 11-point game. I don't want to see that, and especially not
For
when it's
prime
other.
time.
Exactly. You're making me want to pull out. Do they not know that the Handmaid's Tale is on right now? I don't. Do they not know Game of Thrones? I need to catch up on some stuff. Don't put that back out there no more.
Yeah,
Don't do that no more.
Amazon Prime, you ain't making nothing next year. I heard Amazon Prime now they got the Black Friday game. So
Dude,
yeah.
they said they was playing the Black Friday game. I'm like, what?
They trying to do
It better
Amazon.
be somebody.
Yeah, they better have their servers up and running too because it's gonna
What?
crash. That's Black Friday shopping, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But let's move on to Tom Brady and the Bucks.
Did you see him giving them the business over there on
yeah,
that bench?
yeah.
But that's traditional Tom. Let somebody sack him if you want to. He going right over there to the source. I need all y'all to get it together.
Yeah.
He dropping F-bombs and everything, and then people gonna act like that's something new. No, that's what Tom do.
But he's done it when they're winning too. So he'll go over when they're
That's what
winning
I'm
and keep them
saying.
pumped up. I think a lot of people made a big thing out of it. He's the guy, right? He's the GOAT. So you expect him not to say something. They're looking bad, and he says we. He ain't putting it on nobody else. He says we are looking bad, but
I think the problem with that is Tom isn't playing like Tom normally plays. And so when Tom is on his game and you out here messing up and Tom give you the business, you kind of like, yes, sir. Yeah, I want my job on Thursday. Don't do it to me, Tom. But now Tom is not playing like Tom, so them guys like you ain't doing nothing either.
But ain't nobody gonna say that to him.
No, they're not gonna say that. They need to go to work.
Yeah, they ain't gonna say that to him.
The difference now is when Tom was in New England, Belichick treated him just like everybody else. It was always Tom was just like the next player. Tom is not the next player on the Bucks. No. Tom is basically slash owner slash coach slash mentor to these people, and I will fire you if you don't get your stuff together because I'm not going out like that. Yeah, Tom's on a different level with the Bucks than he was ever on with New England, and that extra power I think is a bit intimidating to some people.
You think the Bucks are a playoff team?
I think they can be. They got all the pieces. I mean, who you talking? You got everybody. I mean, there's no reason for them to be losing right now. I can't figure it out. There is zero reason. You got Evans, Godwin, you had Bray, Fournette. It's too many people on that team to be losing. Now their defense isn't what we thought it was, but but yes, yeah, they'll make the playoffs. They probably will. They'll pull a rabbit out the hat. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna get to the closing of the show. We want to say it was yesterday, but we'd like to say wish Brittany Griner a happy birthday. It's been now 244 days since she was wrongfully detained. We're still praying for her and her family and for her safe return. So again, a belated happy birthday, and we're praying for her safe return.
Absolutely.
Tanisha, you want to close out with anything else?
What's been going on? Not really. I think it would be nice to see Tua back playing with Miami. I'd like to see if he jumps back in and picks back up where he was. I know Tyreek is having a amazing yardage season. He's on route to have 1,900 yards or something crazy like that. I'd love to see that season pan out, to see what he actually can do, being, pretty much the focal point on that team, him and Waddle. So I'm excited about that game. That's I want to see what Tua's going to do. I want to see if he comes back out there. That's some exciting football. Yeah. And I'm a Tyreek fan, so I'm looking forward to that. That's probably, the thing I'm looking for the most this week is seeing them get back out there and see if they can get it back going.
All right. So, with that, I don't really have anything to close on. So, Tanisha, what you got? If we're
talking about it, baby, you need to hear about it. And always remember,
be kind and be blessed.